So let's start with our next topic today, hybridization. Hybridization is a very important topic because we will see that all those molecules which have the same, or the central atoms in a molecule which have the same kind of hybridization, they all have the same structure. ठीक है, तो आपको इसमें क्वेश्चन आता है कि which of the following are isostructural pairs. This is the kind of question which you will get from this section. Which of the following are isostructural pairs? तो आइसोस्ट्रक्चरल पेयर्स के लिए हमको हाइब्रिडाइजेशन कैलकुलेट करनी पड़ेगी सेंट्रल एटम की. अगर हाइब्रिडाइजेशन सेम आती है तो उनका स्ट्रक्चर भी सेम है एंड दे आर गोइंग टू बी आइसोस्ट्रक्चरल इन नेचर. नाउ व्हाट डू वी अंडरस्टैंड बाय दिस टर्म हाइब्रिडाइजेशन? हाइब्रिडाइजेशन में हम we'll explain this by taking the example of carbon. When we taking the electronic configuration of carbon in the ground state, valence shell की सिर्फ ले रहे हैं, then it is 2s2 2p2. This is going to be the hybridization. ठीक है? Now I have already told you that only those orbitals will participate in bonding which are singly filled. So यहाँ पे singly filled जो है, they are only two orbitals. Isn't it? But what do we say? We say that carbon is tetravalent in nature, which means that carbon should form simultaneously 4 bonds. For that, 4 electrons should be single. ठीक है? Unpaired electrons जो होने चाहिए वो कितने होने चाहिए? There should be 4 unpaired electrons. So it was suggested that whenever carbon is going into bonding, one electron from S that gets excited to 2p. Okay, so we have over here one electron in S and three electrons in P. All of these, they are going to participate in bonding. Now 2s and 2p, they are at slight different energies. 2s की एनर्जी 2p से थोड़ी सी कम होती है, तो बॉन्डिंग उन्हीं की पॉसिबल है. Only those orbitals can participate in bonding which are at the same energy level, right? So what happens is intermixing of these orbitals, they are going to take place. That is, 4 orbitals they are going to intermix to give us 4 orbitals of similar energy. So this is known as hybridization. That is, 4 orbitals of different energies, they intermix and form hybridized orbitals, and these 4 hybridized orbitals will have the same energy. So in this case, we are saying that 1s orbital and 3p orbitals, they are going to intermix with each other and form hybridization, which is known as sp3. ठीक है? अब this sp3 hybridization, you can see over here 4 orbitals are participating to give us 4 hybridized orbitals, and these 4 hybridized orbitals, they have same energy. This is what hybridization is. राइट? बेसिकली जो वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी थी, जो हमने अभी पिछले उसमें सेक्शन में की थी, वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी एक्सप्लेन अस द बॉन्डिंग टू परफेक्शन, राइट? बट इट कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन टू अस द ज्योमेट्री ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स, कि कोई भी एक अगर कंपाउंड है, then what is going to be its geometry? Will it be tetrahedral? Will it be linear? Will it be triangular? कि जो central atom है उसके साथ surrounding atoms are attached in what manner, that valence bond theory was unable to explain. So that was explained by hybridization, right? So now if you want to express or you want to define hybridization, you can write down the mixing of atomic orbitals of nearly same energies to give orbitals of absolutely same energies called hybridization. Is called hybridization. What are the rules for hybridization? The first rule is that only orbitals of nearly same energies of the same atom ठीक है, this is very important, of the same atom can make hybrid orbitals, so 2s and 2p can make hybrid orbitals, but 2s and 3p cannot make hybrid orbitals. They have to be of the nearly same energies and of the same atom, right? So only orbitals of carbon can form hybridized orbitals. If we are saying that intermixing of carbon and nitrogen should take place, that does not happen. Got it? So this is the first rule. Then second rule is number of hybrid orbitals is always equal to number of orbitals intermixing to form hybrid orbitals. So we can say that if there are 4 orbitals which are mixing to give us hybrid orbitals, then the number of orbitals, hybridized orbitals, will also be 4. जैसे कार्बन में 4 are participating in intermixing, so the resultant orbitals, they are also going to be 4. ठीक है? Then next, most of the hybrid orbitals are similar. Most of the may not have identical shape. But may not have identical shape. ठीक है? So they are similar, but उनकी जो shapes होती है, it may be same or it may be different, right? Then number 4, hybridization of only orbitals ठीक है, hybridization of only orbitals take place and not electrons. Okay, so only the orbitals, they are going to take place in hybridization. Electrons have no role to play at all. So these electrons which are present, they are shifted towards the extreme ends of the orbital. ठीक है? So the electrons, they are not going to participate. Then very important, hybrid orbitals form only sigma bonds. This is very important. ठीक है? Pi bond formation does not take place by hybridized orbitals, right? Then number 6, hybridization leads to a perfect structure or geometry of a molecule. We know that the covalent bonds, they all are directional in nature, which means they are directed towards the 3 coordinates, or they have certain set values or set positions in 3-dimensional space. So hybridization helps to form a particular geometry of any compound, right? So from all this what we have written over here, we can suggest that hybridization is very important in order to give the shapes or geometry of molecules. Okay? So let's go on to certain examples of hybridization. Okay, so let's go on to the examples. The first example is BeF2. When we are looking at the electronic configuration of beryllium in the ground state, it is 2s2 and 2p over here, that is vacant. Okay? So let's go on to the electronic configuration of beryllium in the excited state. Excited state पे ये आ जाएगा this and one electron that is excited to a higher energy level. So we have 2s and 2p. 2s1, 2p1, right? So one hybrid orbit of this, matlab this orbital that is mixing with this, there are two orbitals which are mixing together, so they are going to give us two hybridized orbitals. Hybridized orbitals may be shown as this, that is one bigger lobe and one smaller lobe, or it can also be shown as one single lobe. Okay? So this is how you can show. Now there are two hybrid orbitals of beryllium. So if there are two hybrid orbitals of beryllium, we can write the hybridized orbitals like this. Let's say this is a central atom which is beryllium. And we are taking the example of fluorine. Fluorine में the last electron is in 2p. So 2p of fluorine which is unhybridized. So you can see that unhybridized orbital is shown in this manner. So this is fluorine which is head-to-head overlap which is taking place over here. And this is also fluorine. So beryllium का जो ये वाला center का we are showing. Beryllium that is going to be hybridized orbitals, two orbitals intermixing with each other to give us two hybridized orbitals, right? So we can say that this is the molecule of beryllium dichloride with a bond angle of 180 degrees and the shape is linear. Okay? So this is giving the hybridization is giving the exact shape. Let's take another example. We are taking the example of BF3. Now electronic configuration of boron in the ground state, that is 2s2 2p1, right? So it means 2s2 2p1, beryllium in the excited state, one electron shifts to 2p. So there are three electrons which are going to hybridize. Now over here, just come back to beryllium dichloride. Over here we have one s and one p participating in hybridization. This kind of an hybridization that is known as sp. Okay? When one s orbital and one p is participating. Now over here one s and two p are going to participate. So the hybridization that is going to be known as sp2. ठीक है? अब यहाँ पे three hybridized orbitals are going to be formed. This is the second one. And this is the third one. Right? So this is boron, central atom of boron, और fluorine जो है, it is going to form head-to-head overlap with each of the hybridized. So this is fluorine, and this is fluorine. The molecule can be shown as BF3. ठीक है? Now over here the bond angle that is 120 degrees, right? And the shape is triangular. Okay, then let's take another example. We're taking the example of CH4. CH4. Now in this case, electronic configuration in the ground state, that is going to be 2s2 2p2. ठीक है, excited state पे जाएंगे तो then it is going to be this 2s1 2p3. ठीक है, this is 2s and 2p. So over here in hybridization 1s and 3p they are going to participate. So ये कितना हो जाएगा, 1s and 3p means the hybridization is known as sp3. ठीक है, शेप इसकी किस तरह से आ जाती है, this is going to be the shape and this is a tetrahedral shape. ठीक है, अब हाइड्रोजन के पास सिर्फ s orbitals present है, तो s orbitals of each of the hydrogen that is going to form the CH4 molecule. The shape in this case is tetrahedral, right? And the bond angle that is 109.5 degrees, right? So if you want to draw the molecule, this is going to be the molecule of CH4. Got it? So this is how we draw the structures. Now the question over here comes that how do we predict the hybridization, or if a molecule is given to you, then how do you calculate the hybridization, which is very, very important. We are going to discuss 3 to 4 methods to calculate the value of hybridization. But before that, let's draw a small table what the value of hybridization that is going to signify. Okay? So if the value of hybridization according to the methods which we will discuss comes equal to 2, that means the hybridization present is sp. Okay? If hybridization becomes equal to 3, then it is sp2. Okay? If hybridization is 4, sp3, 5, sp3d, 6, sp3d2 and 7, sp3d3. ठीक है? Now over here, when we are talking of sp means 1s and 1p they are going to participate. If it is sp2, then 1s and 2p they are going to participate. If it is sp3, then 1s and 3p they are going to participate. ठीक है? If it is sp3d, then 1s, 3p and 1d. And similarly 1s, 3p and 2d, 1s, 3p and 3d. ठीक है? So this is what it means. Let's go on to the first method. Now when we are calculating the first method over here, the state of hybridization that can be calculated by taking the number of, in the first part we will calculate number of sigma bonds at central atom. ठीक है? And number 2, you need to calculate number of lone pairs present at central atom, and then you add both. Suppose let's say this is coming to x and this is coming to y, then the hybridization that is going to be x plus y. ठीक है, let's take the example of BeCl2 to explain this. Okay, now over here number of sigma bonds of the central atom will be what? Beryllium is forming one sigma bond with chlorine and one sigma bond with the other chlorine. So the first that will become equal to 2. ठीक है, and number of lone pair of electrons, there is no lone pair of electrons which is present on beryllium, so this is going to become equal to 0. Okay, so hybridization फिर क्या आ जाएगी? 2 plus 0 is equal to 2, and what is the significance of 2 over here? It is going to be sp. Right? Let's take another example in which there is a lone pair present. We are taking NH3, right? And there is one lone pair which is present over here. Okay. Now over here the number of sigma bonds present is nitrogen is forming 3 sigma bonds with 3 hydrogens. ठीक है? So ये आ गया 3, and number of lone pairs present over here that is equal to 1. ठीक है? So total hybridization that will become equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So the hybridization present is going to be sp3. So this is a simple method to calculate the hybridization in the molecules. Let's go on to the second method. Second method can be applied for 2 types of species. First, we are going to calculate hybridization for neutral molecules, right? So we are calculating it for neutral molecules. The formula that is going to be equal to number of atoms bonded to central atom, ठीक है, number of atoms bonded to central atoms plus half of group number of central atom minus valency of central atom. Minus valency of central atom. ठीक है? Let's illustrate this by taking the example of CH4. In case of CH4, what is the number of bonded atoms to the central atom? 4. ठीक है? And plus half of what is the group number of the central atom? 14, na? So 14 is the group. So 14 means the group number, carbon belongs to group 14. So when we are talking of group 14 over here, it means group number of the central atom that will be equal to 4. First, second, and then third, and then fourth. We are taking the P block, na? We are not considering over here the D inside, which is present from 3rd to 12. So we are taking group number of the central atom as 4 minus what is the valency of the central atom? 4. ठीक है, minus 4. So ये इसको जब calculate करेंगे, that becomes equal to 4. 4 minus 4, that is equal to 0. So ये 4 आ गया. What is going to be the hybridization over here? sp3. Got it? Let's take another example. PCl5 का example लेते हैं. PCl5. In case of PCl5, what is going to be the number of atoms bonded to the central atom? 5. Plus half of group will be what? 15. So 15 minus 10, that is 5. Right? And what is the valency of phosphorus? That is also 5. So what is the hybridization which is coming over here? 5. And that will be equal to sp3. Got it? Then we can also calculate it for ions. In case of ions, we add number of negative charges, we add the number of negative charge and we subtract number of positive charge. ठीक है? So if we are taking an example of say NH4 positive, तो NH4 positive के लिए हमारे पास क्या आ गया? Number of atoms which are bonded is going to be 4, ठीक है? Plus half of nitrogen belongs to group 15, so इस करके group number इसका क्या आ जाएगा? 5, ठीक है? और वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इसमें कितने आ जाएंगे? नाइट्रोजन हैज हाउ मेनी वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? बट वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ आयंस ओवर हियर, तो वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन नाइट्रोजन इज 5. 5 minus 1 that will become equal to 4. ठीक है? And we have to do what? We have to subtract the number of positive charges. So number of positive charges over here, that is 1 minus 1. Sorry, यहाँ पे plus half आना, right? So ये 0 आ गया. Hybridization is 4. Therefore hybridization that becomes equal to sp3. ठीक है? So this is how we are going to calculate. Then we go on to the third method which we generally use. This is a very common method which we are going to use over here. The third method which we are using that is given by H is equal to half V plus M minus C plus C minus A, नहीं सॉरी, माइनस C plus A. ठीक है? अब क्या है ये चीज यहाँ पे? ओवर हियर V is signifying number of valence electrons, ठीक है? M is signifying number of monovalent atoms attached to the central atom. ठीक है? C is signifying positive charge and A is signifying negative charge. Right? So we want to calculate, say we want to calculate it for hybridization for CO3 2 negative. Right? तो कैसे calculate करेंगे? H is equal to half number of valence electrons of carbon, that is going to be 4. There is no monovalent atom which is attached to the central carbon atom. Oxygen is divalent. So यहाँ पे जो value M की हम लेंगे, that is going to be equal to 0. ठीक है? And there are two negative charges, so we have plus 2 over here. 1 by 2 into 6. Hybridization that becomes equal to 3. So we say that the hybridization that is sp2. ठीक है? Let's take the example of carbon dioxide. In case of carbon dioxide, hybridization will be equal to 1 by 2. Number of valence electrons 4 and number of monovalent is 0. ठीक है? So we will get hybridization as 2. Right? So it means what is the hybridization in case of carbon dioxide? It is going to be sp. So this also gives us the geometry, as I just told you. Hybridization is going to give us the geometry. If in case the hybridization that is sp, then the geometry is going to be linear and the bond angle in this case that is going to be 180 degrees. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद if hybridization is sp2, the shape is going to be triangular, and the bond angle that is going to be 120 degrees. Okay? If the hybridization is sp3, then the shape that is going to be tetrahedral, and the bond angle is going to be 109.5 degrees. Okay? If the hybridization is sp3d, then the shape that is going to be trigonal bipyramidal. And the bond angle, there are two bond angles. We will discuss all this again when we go to VSEPR theory, right? So there are going to be two bond angles over here. One is 90 degrees and the other one that is 120 degrees. Okay? Next आ गया हमारे पास sp3d2. The shape is going to be octahedral, and the bond angles, they are going to be 90 degrees. Okay? And then sp3d3, the shape is going to be pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay? And the shape that the bond angles, again there are two, 90 degrees and 72 degrees. So this is how we calculate or we find the geometry. So that is the reason why I said that if they have the same hybridization, they are going to have the same geometry. Okay? Then there is another method to calculate hybridization, the fourth method. Let's go on to the fourth method to calculate hybridization. This method is only true if the electrons, the valence electrons, they are between 9 to 56. Okay? 9 to 56 is the total number of valence electrons which are present in the molecule. Right? So, according to this, let's take any one which we had just taken. Let's take the carbonate ion. The hybridization should come the same. Okay, so in this case, the number of valence electrons in carbon, that is going to be 4. Okay, in case of oxygen, number of valence electrons are 6. So 3 6s are, because there are 3 oxygens present, 3 6s are 80. And plus we are going to add the negative charges, plus 2. So 24 is the total number of valence electrons. So in this case, we multiply 24 by 8. Okay, so we are getting 8 3s are 24. So this gives us the value of hybridization. H is equal to 3. So we have just calculated the value of hybridization in the previous method. Just see कितना आया था? CO3 2 negative का. What was the hybridization coming? Was it coming sp2? Right? So hybridization over here also comes at sp2. So let's take, you can take another example over here. Let's take, say, I3 negative ion. Okay? In case of I3 negative ion, the total valence electrons will be 3 into 7. Valence electrons in iodine is 7. So 3 into 7 plus 1. This becomes equal to 22. Okay? So we are going to divide 22 by 8. 8 2s are 16. 6 आ गया. ये जो remainder यहाँ पे बच जाता है, this has to be divided by 2 again. ठीक है? 2 3s are 6. Then you add the quotients. So the quotients, hybridization, that will become equal to 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. So for find the hybridization, that was sp3d, and the shape that is going to be trigonal bipyramidal. Okay? So this is hybridization, and it is a very important topic from your examination point of view, especially for competitions, because we generally get one question from here regarding isostructural pairs. Okay, so in order to calculate for isostructural pairs, what you have to do is you have to first calculate the hybridization. If the value of hybridization is coming same, that means that option is the isostructural pair. Okay, we will come to hybridization once again when we go on to VSEPR.